Hi guys, this is Mauro. When things go wrong, how do you react? What do you do? What do you do about it? Are you the kind of person that follows the feelings and actions of other people when they freak out? You know, when they start being showered with those negative thoughts, and negative self dialogue? Are you the kind of person that if you're playing, if you're at work, if you're in school, whatever you're doing and things start getting difficult, you start getting nervous and you start doubting yourself and all that? I want to talk about perseverance. I want to talk about grit. Something very, very important in every aspect of life. Um, Something that I experience mostly in sport as a tennis player, but it's definitely something that you can transfer it to life in every aspect, in whatever you do in life. I want to mention something that got my attention. Um, we just the Australian Open 2016 is just over, and we got to see Nadal losing in the first round. Couple of weeks after the Australian Open is over, Federer is out due to a knee surgery for 1 month. Um, Djokovic won the tournament, but I think that I was going back in time and thinking like each and every one of these three players have gone through slumps or different or difficult times. We remember back not very long ago, a few years, 3, 4 years ago, when Djokovic was still the guy that everybody thought that okay, he's number three or pretty much number three behind Nadal and Federer. And we never thought that it was unthinkable that he was gonna be where he is right now. Federer was number one, or Nadal would move to number one, two, and then Nadal had a horrible 2014. Um, 2015 wasn't that good for him, and starting the year in 2016, he had all the hopes that things would get better, but he lost in the first round of the Australian Open to Verdasco, you know. And what gets my attention is that every time this guy have a difficult time, and they get interviewed in the conference room or on TV, in any TV channel or whatever, they always and we see that we've seen that in other sports too with LeBron James, and other great athletes. Um, what do you do? What are you gonna do now that things are difficult and stuff? And it's usually the same answer they all have. Athletes like that, people that are at a level so high in achievements that we don't even sometimes we can't even have a close understanding of how they think and how they react to things. And they say, well, you just move on, you just keep working, doesn't mean that they don't feel the heat when people after them, like Nadal lost in the first round of the Australian Open. Don't think that he doesn't care, and don't think that he doesn't feel. It doesn't hurt him losing, and it doesn't hurt him knowing that the whole world is watching, and imagine how much pressure is that. And imagine how much pressure was when Djokovic was for so many years number three, and he was always the third guy. He was always, he's good, but he's not as good as Roger or Rafa, And imagine Federer being the best tennis player in the history of the game, and the guy is playing today. He's probably playing the best tennis of his life, but he still cannot beat Djokovic in any majors, So these guys hurt too, just like you, just like me. They're not aliens. They're not like a breed or someone that comes from another planet or anything like that. They're human, just like any of us, but they have learned to deal with those things in their head. They have learned to stay focused, to stay committed to what they want to do. They don't allow gossip, they don't allow media to affect their goals, to affect the way they work, to affect the way they think. Why? Because they know that they have finally gotten that understanding. They're the kind of people that got to understand that it doesn't matter what people tell you. It doesn't matter if it's the media. It doesn't matter if it's your parents, your brothers, your girlfriend or your wife or whoever. It doesn't matter what other people tell you. In the end, it's up to you what's really going to matter. And it's up to you if what they say to you hurts you, is because you're giving them permission. You're giving them the power to dictate your life. They're giving them the power to dictate your thoughts. One of the best things that you can do to stop paying attention to all this is you have to take radical action. Whenever you set your goals, you have to really focus on what you're doing. And you have to be prepared. You have to know in advance that everything is going to come. They're going to have people telling you, oh, since when do you think that you're going to be able to do this or achieve that? Since when do you think that you're going to be able to beat me or beat this guy? Since when do you think you're going to be able to pass that biology test or make that presentation or that speech or whatever? You got to know that's going to come, and you got to be ready for that. And you got to stick to your beliefs. You got to stick to your ideas. You got to stay focused in the moment. Don't move forward in time. Don't go behind. What happened in the past is gone. There's nothing you can do about it. All you can do is just learn and grow and move on. And what's in the future, you don't know it. What's going to happen in the future, you can handle it right here and right now. So stay focused in this moment, and don't listen. Don't listen to the people that they think that they're telling you, they're giving you a piece of their mind, because that's the state of mind where they live. Someone that is self-doubtful, someone that is negative about himself and stuff, everything that comes out of their mouths is just letting you know that is their state of mind in that moment. But that's theirs. You don't have to believe that. Do things. Stick to your goals. Do the things that you want to do, even when sometimes we're really motivated in the moment and we want to move on. But you got to understand, and you got to know that you're not going to feel like that all the times. The emotions are not going to be there many times. Many mornings you're not going to wake up all happy and thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to go jog for 5 or 6 miles. And then I do it again tomorrow and again the next day. Many times you're not going to feel like that in the morning. But people that are successful, they do it. Even when they don't feel like doing it. Even when they don't feel 100% physically or mentally there, when they know that they are not in their best mental state or physical state, but they stick to it. They stick to it. And you have to understand one thing: when you set your goals, you have to be prepared, because it's not gonna be easy. You cannot expect that things are gonna be easy or easier just because you're working hard. The preparation is part of the plan to get to your goals, to achieve what you want. But there are going to be setbacks, and there are going to be opponents, and there are going to be tests that are going to be bigger than you, and they're going to knock you down. But you have to get in your head, drill it. I'm going to get down. I'm going to get knocked down many times, but you have to get up and keep on going. You got to keep on pushing. Learn to control your emotions, and remember, it doesn't matter. You can have the best motivational speaker in the world come to you personally and try to help you in everything. You can have your coach, you can have your teacher, your parent, your friend, any person close to you. But in the end, you make the decision. Things change when you want them to change. You can bring the horse to the creek, but if the horse doesn't want to drink the water, there is nothing you can do about it. So it's only you are the only one that decides if things are going to change or not. Okay? I'll see you next time, guys. Hope it helps. Have a good day.